Hey class, so we're working on part 2 of our order of operations, examples. We're going to go ahead and erase this. So real quick, we want to remember that we got parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, first come, first serve, and addition, subtraction, first come, first serve, right? These are the different levels, right? Level 1, and I'm just going to write L. Level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4, okay? Different levels, right, for our order of operations. So our example number 2, 3 plus 4 minus 2. Okay, this is our example number 2. So in this case, again, 3 plus 4 minus 2, we have the plus coming first. Again, if we were to move our finger from left to right, we end up here first, so we're going to do that first. Because addition and subtraction are on the same level, right? We can go through the levels. Is there any parentheses? No. Is there any exponents? No. Is there any multiplication or division? No. Is there any addition or subtraction? Yes. And since there's both of those, we do first come, first serve, which means we read from left to right. Which one are we going to hit first? Right here. 3 plus 4, we get 7. Minus 2 comes down, right? 7 minus 2, we get 5. Box it. Boom. You always, whenever you're showing your work on these, right? Whenever you're showing your work on these, you want to make sure you have this sort of kind of funnel in to this box. Box it. Boom it. You should always have this kind of diagram when you are finished. Okay? All right, that's our second example. We're going to go ahead and move on to our third example. All right, example number 3. We have 3 times 9 plus 6 to the second power, or 6 squared, right? So remember, we have the dot for multiplication, right? And then that 2 up there is called the exponent, right, of that base 6. So we're going to go ahead and work through our levels. Are there any parentheses for level 1? No. Are there any exponents? Well, yeah, we just talked about that. We have base 6, exponent of 2, so we're going to work this out first. So 3 times 9 comes straight down, plus whatever this is, 6 squared, right? We're going to come over to the side. 6 squared. Remember, this 2 in the power tells us how many 6's we have. So we have 6 and 6, and we know exponents are repeated multiplication, so we know we're going to multiply. So 6 times 6 is 36. Okay, so that means 6 squared, whatever this 6 squared is equal to 36, and that's what we're going to put right here. Okay? All right, so now, right here we can go through our steps. We don't have any parentheses. We got rid of exponents. Now, do we have any multiplication or division? We're on level 3. Yeah, we do, right? Multiplication's right here in the middle. So we're going to multiply these, and we're not doing anything with that plus 36 here. So 3 times 9 is 27 plus 36, right? So we're going to do this to the side as well. 36 plus 27. 7 plus 6 is 13, carry my 1. 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 1, that's 6. So we end up with 63. So we write that right here, 63. Box it. Boom it. Remember, you should always end up with this type of diagram where you have a box it, boom it. Okay? That's example number 3. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to example number 4. All these should be very familiar, right? You've done this in 5th grade. We're doing it again in 6th. Sort of kind of a review, except we're throwing in exponents, right? We're throwing in those exponents. All right, example number 4, we have 19 plus open parentheses, 4 to the second power minus 8. Okay, so we're on example number 4. So again, level 1, do we have any parentheses? Yeah, we got parentheses. Let's work. And now we got to work within those parentheses, before we do anything else, do we have any exponents? Yeah, it's right here. So we're still working in that parentheses. Exponent before we subtract. So we're going to do 19 plus open parentheses. Parentheses is still here. Now, 4 squared, we're going to come to the side. 4 to the second power. This 2 tells me how many 4s I have. Remember, exponents is repeated multiplication, so we have a dot right here. So we're going to multiply 4 times 4, we get 16. That means 4 squared is equal to 16. So we're going to put 16 in place of this 4 squared minus 8. Everything just comes along for the right. Okay? Now, we still are working within the parentheses, right? So the only operation left within the parentheses is subtraction. So that's how we know we do subtraction first. Again, the parentheses tell us to do subtraction first and not do this addition on the left. We do the subtraction because it's in the parentheses. All right, so 19 plus 16 minus 8. Now, once we finish off all the operations in the parentheses, we no longer need those parentheses. We don't need the parentheses anymore. Okay? Now, 19 plus 8, 27. Box it, boom it. Okay? Box it, boom it. All right, let's do one more example. For this part 2. All right. Example 5. We have 3 to the second power times 5 minus, open parentheses, 6 divided by 3 to the second power. All right, so do we have any parentheses? Yeah, right here, right? So we got 3 squared. We rewrite everything, times 5 minus 6 divided by 3, because division is inside the parentheses. That's the only operation in the parentheses. So that's the only operation we need to do right now. 6 divided by 3 is 2, and we still have the squared on the 2, and we get rid of those parentheses. We don't need the parentheses. We could have the parentheses here, but we don't need them, so we're not going to write them. We don't need them, so we're not going to write it. Okay? Now, there's no more parentheses. Are there any exponents? Well, yeah, there's exponents. We got 3 squared and 2 squared. We're going to do the 3 squared first. 3 squared means that there's 2 3's, and multiplication repeated. Exponents are repeated multiplication. 3 times 3 is 9. So that means 3 squared is equal to 9. So we're going to put a 9 here. 9 times 5 minus 2 squared. So we still have exponents, so we're going to work with this exponent. 2 to the second power means there are 2 2's. Multiplying, we get 4. It means 2 squared is 4. So 9 times 5 minus 4. Now, we have multiplication and subtraction. Multiplication is on level 3, so we have to do that first. 9 times 5, we get 45 minus 4. And the only thing left, 45 minus 4, we get 41. Box it, boom it. Okay? Box it, boom it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move on to part 3. Thanks for watching, guys.